Hello subscribers, welcome to a live stream of AD&D Secret of the Silver Blades Remastered. We're doing an Iron Man run with no casters, minus the bard having some spells. Okay, where are we at? Ah yes, we just killed some purple worms. Into the expanse of ice. Hey, Bo, Jimmy, Zomble, and Duncan, welcome in. How are you guys doing? Day's going well here, Bo. It's good for you. Glad to hear that. Jimmy says no secret is safe. Hype. True. Zomble's the first scam. Duncan says, here comes the dragons that will ambush the party, and the run ends in the Eastern Crevices scam. Hey, Steely Pat, welcome in. How are you doing? Here we go. Here's the white dragons breathing frost. Okay, let's do a sonic blast, shall we? Alrighty then, that didn't work too well. Let's kill the dragons first. There's the first set, yep. Lee. Monsters start following us. That's okay. So since we don't have a cleric, we don't have resist cold. All right, let's try to get to somewhere safely. Griffins and frost giants. That's a strange combo. Zomble. It's like we had some wands equipped, maybe. Yeah. Frost brands, not the. There's a flame tongue. What else do we have? Let's make sure everyone's dual wielding. Because I was using some wands. Yep, he's dual wielding. Hey, Car, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Poisoned. Way to go, assassin. And before I forget, I'm going to switch his icon. See, he's an acrobat. There was one that was kind of cool. Kind of had a staff. This one here. Journal entries? Nah. We don't need the packet. Tracks heading east. Quarter to the north is very smooth and stained red. Okay, that's where the Remoraz is. Let's go ahead and kill him. Let's see here. He went after Duncan. We got protected. We do not want to hit this guy from the back. He'll take massive damage. Let's see. He had a short sword +4, I think. Yeah. Cleric scroll, short bow, scroll, and a trident. Bard can't ID any of them. It's really kind of dumb how the follow thing works here. You can turn around and still go the direction they were coming from. The only reason why I haven't fixed that so that you encounter them is because it's a pain in the butt. All the random encounters. Otherwise I would fix it. There's a crash in the distance. Mages and fighters stand on a pile of ice chips. Wait or attack. Let's wait. Mage smiles. He turns to another magic user. These are the ones, he says. Black circle attacks. Allow him to flee. No. Okay. Oh, there's an invisible one here. Right there. Okay. And he's the one that's casting. Let's have the bard make him miss some turns here. Get some backstabs here. Man, it's going to be hard for the monk to penetrate. What's their armor class? Oh, that's not bad. 3. Hey, JRPG, welcome in. How are you doing? Nice. I'm gonna run over here. Oh, that one had stone skin on. He's got full plate. It's absorbing some damage there. You're surviving? Cool. Have you discovered any secrets of these so-called silver blades? He asks. Yes, we have become the silver blades. And we've discovered that it's actually sliver blades. We're really sliver blades. Okay, I need to try to get a backstab here. It's got full blade too. Here we go, backstab. 83 damage, that's what we're talking about. Plus he got decapitated. You guys having a bad day. Kind of ruined my backstab attack this round. Okay. I'm not going to be able to get a backstab on that guy. $22,000 experience. Wow, lots of magical stuff here. Let's see, the bard. Let's have him try to ID that. It's going to pick up a bunch of this stuff. As it could very well be pretty magical. Thought I had some. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Ring. I almost passed that up. One of the fighters is barely conscious. What do you do? Interrogate him. Talks about his companions. the monk away from the dragons. Twitch network error. Is it really? No, OBS seems to be putting out fine. Seen so many problems with Twitch lately. It's really getting unreliable. It is a Twitch scam, Duncan. Hey, Kiffer, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? It's all going to work out in the end. That's right. Looking for a portal back to town. Ah, it's a dead end. JRPG says scammer detected, pointing to Kiffer Geo. Kiffer started playing Fallout. Now, JRPG, you stream too, right? Or am I imagining that? The ice is stained red. Sometimes you've been playing Oblivion Remastered. Oh, cool. How's that going? It's very buggy still on console. Oh. When was that released? How old is that one? I had never used bows. Let's go ahead and use it. Since my assassin is kind of stuck back here. Would only recommend play on the PC and the community patching. Virtuous remade the game and it was released about 3 months ago. Really? So what is it? Does it have like quality of life improvements, or did they just expand the game, or what? Decapitated. They have only put out one major patch, just graphics updating, small quality of life. A lot of the original game bugs are still there, plus broken quests and broken menuing. That's weird. So what's the purpose? Doesn't sound that impressive based on those comments. Just graphics, who cares? A screen much closer to you than before. On PlayStation 5, it plays like it did on Xbox 360 frame rate from 20 years ago on a PlayStation 5. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't get it. Sounds like a cash cow. They're just trying to make money. Dead bodies are strewn along this corridor. Alright, just attack them. To flee, yes. We'll get them off our backs. Should be high enough level where most of these would be scared of us. Really, it's not level. I do power calculations. Destroyed our homes, they attack. Allow them to flee. No. We're gonna do this fight. Let's see here. It definitely was a cash grab. Yeah, that sucks. Duncan says, I just made it to the Dreadlord and caught Jimmy selling him items. This will be a sure win for me now. Wands for the win. Necklace of missiles. Okay, back to our weapons. Thank you. You've saved us from necessity of removing those guards. Goodbye. They attack. Where's the wand of ice storm? The Ald 2-part fight, Kiffer says. I think I'm going to sing here. Failed to produce charm effects. That's okay. They'll still lose a turn. The one's close enough. Okay, you're dual wielding. That's fine. Hey, Sever, welcome in. How are you doing? Is the level 15 cap still in place in your version? No. You can go to level... On all the games, you can get to level 20, 29. I think I capped it around 29 or 30. Should be able to get a backstab here. $49 damage, 43 damage. Goodbye, Legionnaire. Decapitated. Let's see. We need you to do a wheel too. $89 damage backstab. Guy's got full plate again. Not easy to penetrate. Heavy crossbow. So much stuff. We'll have the bard try to ID these. Severb the bard. That's just a regular dagger. Dagger +2. Nice. Short sword +3. That's a regular dagger. Cool. Well, this is an upgrade in the offhand. Let's give this, actually, Sever, we'll keep it. So he was using regular dagger +1. First of all, trade this to yourself, so we put it at the bottom. There it is. Okay, that's an upgrade. Can you ID these? Druid Scroll. See what spells are on it. Fairy Fire, Animal Summoning 3, and Spike Growth. Nice. Failed. Upgrades, it is JRPG. Failing. Wand of Illumination. Another wand of illumination. Wand of fireballs. Sweet. Okay, and then there's still more. Let's take some of this stuff. Okay, so that guy made us turn around. I don't know which way we want to go here. Animal summoning, that's right, Kiffer. And it's the third one. It's really good. The bard can use that, because bards can use druid scrolls. Sever says, I like how my namesake has a blonde mullet. I am not blonde, and I have not been able to rock a mullet in years. We could change it if you want, Sever. I've got 300 icons now. You just say the word and we can change it. That's the wrong way. Let him, JRPG says, let him live vicariously through the mullet. That's right. All right, I think there's a portal here. Yep. Thank goodness. All right. Before I forget, let's memorize with Severb. Still got 3 third levels we can do. I gotta think about what we're gonna be facing next. We're gonna be indoors, so Call Lightning's not a good option. Summon insects. Protection from fire. All right, let's go get a couple level ups. Level 15 fighter on Duncan. Zombo level 18 acrobat. Ooh, we finally get a proficiency. Quarterstaff. And oh my gosh, we're gonna have so much stuff. Those can't be magical. That's poison. Really wish I had a thief at this point to use all these scrolls. The only kind they cannot use is cleric scrolls. That's +3, I think. +2. It's regular plate mail. Yep. Full plate, I mean. It's a magic +1 dagger. Plate +1 cell. Wooden shield +1 cell. Field plate regular. Flail +1. Oh, this is junk. Ooh, this is a +2 hand axe. That's a winner. Put that on the offhand. Here's the boulder +1. 0. He doesn't. Yeah, he won't give anything for it. +3 staff sling. Duncan says Bozak explodes. Crevish is killed. It's +2 halberd. Ooh, holy moly, what is this? +3 plate. Oh, +4 shield and a +4 flail. Holy moly. I think the barbarian might have a flail. Yeah, he does. So if we look at the anti-penetration ability of the hammer, it's pretty good. There's no negatives. Plate mail's 1. Chainmail's 1. We get a boost with those. If we do the flail, it's even better. Look at that. Versus full plate +3. And field plates +2. Field plate and plate mail. Unarmored is the only negative there. So this is by far better. Then we'll put the hand axe +2. There we go, on the offhand. $10,000 for the silver shield. What the heck? It's got to have a plus on it that's not showing. Make a note. Okay. That's ridiculous damage too. Index +2. He's already got index +2 throwing. Okay, and on the bard, yeah, he's good there. Wand of Fear, we can't use that. Druid with one spell. Conjure Fire Elemental. That's a good one. As long as we don't fail. Another Wand of Fear. Another Wand of Fear. That's a +2 wind shield. That'd be good if he had a druid. Okay, Jimmy. Wand of Paralyzation. Can't use it. +3 hammer. Nice. Another +3 hammer. We can throw those. Protection +2. Okay. It's ridiculous how much money you have. It won't be the case once I turn on economy adjustments, but that's for a future run. Okay, what can we deposit here? One dagger. Not going to use that. You wearing it. Banded mail. Yeah, the +5 banded mail. He has a fine composite, so we'll deposit that one. Okay. Guess we'll never know. We might need that at some point. Wait, is that a regular staff sling? Don't think we need that. Okay. You have entered a frost giant village. Group of frost giants here. We're going to talk. Guards accuse you of working for the Black Circle and melting their glacier. They attack. Alrighty then. Let's see. What do you have equipped? Wand of fireballs? Actually, I'm going to go ahead and use that. Wand of Ice Storm. Nah. I'm going to keep the monk back with his low hit points. You shouldn't be able to decapitate those based on their height. Have Vorpal blade check height of enemy. Prepare to attacker's height. Won't allow decapitation if too much of a difference. $7,800. Oh wait, there was a spear. Couple spears. Spear plus one. Okay. Boulders rain down on you. Bash. Feel the door starting to give. Meanwhile, boulders slam you. Poisoned. Poisoned. Double poison in one round from Jimmy. Jimmy's toxic. JRPG says if Jimmy is toxic, it's because all the times he got scammed by a certain streamer. A streamer that rhymes with hipper. Kipper says Jimmy has never been scammed. It's a myth. We know for sure that's a lie when you hear the word never. Somebody tells you never, be very skeptical. Or if someone says always. Now if they say almost never, almost always, then we're okay. Should I kill the guys up there? JRPG says, I do believe they rhyme with Kipper. Kipper says it's never not a lie. Double negatives for the win. That's a lot of frost giants. Yeah, I still gotta fix Sonic Blast. I gotta make a note of that. Okay, monk. Time to show off your martial arts skills. Ooh, we got some to surrender to Severb singing. Ouch. Success. Severb's ready for a level up. They don't like what... They don't want to talk. They attack. Oh. White dragons. Good thing we got high hit point party here. Minus the monk. Let's back him up. Hey Jeff, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You're lurking? Gotcha. Nothing wrong with a lurk. Love destroying their or their frost giant axes. Just imagine them chopping the handle in half. No penetration. Took a beating there. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a break here. I will be back in about 5 minutes. Okay, everyone, I am back. Still got a few more doors to get through here. Gotta make our way to the king. Thank you, JRPG. More guards. Poisoned. Kill them before they get us all. Okay. Ooh, wall of fire, actually. Let's do wall of fire. Success. Bountifully, yes. Okay, this one they will not flee. Too many toughies. You've returned, Bo? You fell asleep to the sound of the silver blade. Sliver blades. We're just killing mastodons. We're almost to the village king or whatever his name is. Frost giant. You woke up after about 20, confused and thinking you were playing. That's funny. It is weird if you're like really out of it in the twilight. So that video you did, Bo, of that tablet that you could write on, the Lenovo one or whatever. Is that your personal one, or was that given to you to review or whatever? Because that was pretty cool looking. Bo has a YouTube channel called Tech Guy Bo, where he reviews all kinds of hardware and stuff. That was a loaner unit, unfortunately. You have a cheaper Lenovo. I'm thinking of getting that eventually for notes and organization. Gotcha. That looked pretty cool. The feature in that pen that made it feel like you were writing on real paper. That's pretty cool. The pen made it was more immersive. Normally you don't like writing on a tablet. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Guards retreat to the west. Frost Giant King, okay. We're going to talk with them. If you are the Black circle are enemies. You can prove it. Stop them. Clash in battle. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got to put these frost giants on our side. I got to make a note of that. They're not supposed to be our enemies. Mo says it sucks when they send me stuff way more cool than I own. Yeah, but that's really cool. But it kind of teases you though, doesn't it, I guess? Let's see. You guessed you're kind of like a mechanic, the one that fixes the nicest car but drives the same old Ford. Yeah, exactly. Most of the time you're completely happy with the more simplistic stuff. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna move Jeff back. He's getting pummeled. Growing up with an NES and a Tandy with amber monochrome will do that to a guy. Oh wow. I guess the amber is probably better than the green though, isn't it? Feel like the green would be kind of rough. Black and green compared to black and amber. I always had a CGA, 4 colors, spoiled. Amber was easier on the eyes than black and white or green and black. Yeah. Success. Oh, they have a follow-up attack. Uh, oh, he has stone skin. Where? Oh, there it is. Duncan says kids will never know an EGA card would cost you $400 when it was first released. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in the 80s, that was a ridiculous amount of money. Car says EGA luxury using Hercules ASCII to play door games on BBSs. Like Food Fight. I have a review of Food Fight on my YouTube channel. If you ever played that one. Let's see. Stone skin again. Let's see. Duncan says lousy mages kept casting Fire Shield on their party. I ran into 2 battles where they did that. Really? Oh wow, that's rough. If you're meleeers. That's really rough. Bo says so I enjoy many older games more. Oh, I missed something. As crazy as it sounds, games largely had to focus on gameplay and fun factor. Graphics were really not as much of an obsession to PlayStation 2 and beyond. Yeah, I totally get it. So when I was growing up, the graphics didn't matter to me except for in adventure games like King's Quest. And I'm still that way. If it's an adventure game, good graphics is important. If it's strategy or RPG, I don't care that much about graphics. EGA's plenty. That's my opinion. Let's see. Is that all you had? What are you using in the offhand? Car says, I told my team about printing out ASCII art pinups back in the day and hanging them across the room so they looked like posters when they were blurry enough. They were 100%. I was pulling their legs. That's funny. Duncan says, or some sort of protection. It couldn't have been Fire Shield since I wasn't damaged attacking them. Did it block the damage? If it did, it does Stone Skin. Stone Skin blocks the first hit on a mage. They'll take 0 damage. JRPG says, I miss Mule. Hey, Tim, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Magic Spear. Okay, I'm assuming a lot of this stuff's magical. Duncan says DFortae is still afraid to open his mailbox thanks to Zork 1. Car says Battletech Crescent Hawk's Inception. I played that for years at the local library on a Tandy. And Bo says King's Quest 6. I remember the graphics blew my mind and the voice acting. I didn't play 5 until later. Bo says Battletech. Haha. DFortae does not like that game. I played it a lot when I was a kid because I didn't have a lot of games. But yeah, I got a review on that one as an adult. Duncan says, didn't block the damage. My fireball and delayed blast simply did no damage. I wonder if they had protection from fire on them. Because that absorbs damage. You're doing great. Glad to hear that, Tim. Yeah, Kiffer just finished Battletech. The king thanks you and gives you his treasure. Now even better watching play? Yeah. You're catching it kind of on the tail end, unfortunately, Tim. Okay, we got a few things here. He allows free passage. Okay. So I'm going to go back so we can teleport and get some level ups. The level up on the monk is going to be great. That's really needed. That's in case you're given no indication of absorption. Yeah, I wonder, let me think for a minute. Resist fire makes them take half damage. They take a quarter damage if they make their saving throw, so that wasn't it. And I don't think it'd be protection from fire because that's a druid spell. So that's probably not it either. There is a spell immunity spell which can make you immune to certain spells, but I doubt it'd be that either. That would require a cleric. Level 14 monk. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Protection from fire only absorbs damage for the one that casts it on themselves. So if you did protection from fire as a druid on a magic user, it would just become resist fire. It'd just be like a regular resist. But if they cast it on themselves, then it absorbs damage. Bo says it's always funny to go back to a game you played out of necessity as a kid, just due to not having other stuff. And it's like, man, this game sucked all along. Yes, I played Hillsfar all the time when I was a kid. And it's terrible. I played Heroes of the Lance as a kid. Terrible. And I'm talking about the PC version, not the NES version, which is also terrible. Duncan says he played Mule a lot. Since 1983, we've only been the first founder with a population of 100,000, starting with humanoid 8 times. You're sorry for the lost hours? Oh, playing those games, you mean? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Played some real stinkers back in the day. Okay, so the monk. Bilgasarm. We have a +3 Bilgasarm, so he's definitely taking that as his proficiency. That's going to help a ton. Thanko of 9 now. So much better. Okay. And then Severed the Bard, level 19. Let's check out the monk's bonuses here. See if he improved. Yeah, he does +7 damage now per hit with any weapon. He gets 3 open hand attacks per round and does 5 to 20 damage per attack. And of course, he can stun and get critical hits with his critical hits with open hand attacks. He's going to really start doing some serious damage now. Telepathic with true animals. 75% charm, suggestion, hypnosis resistance. Yeah, he's got some good stuff going now. And his thieving type skills are pretty good. Let's look at his saving throws. Breath weapon's not the best, but he's pretty good on every other thing there. Nice. Let's go ID some of this stuff. Oh, Heroes of the Lance, yeah. Hills JRPG says of your youth and Hills Far and Crescent Hawk Inception, yeah. Yep. Well, back then, before guides and stuff, you spent a lot more time wandering around aimlessly, you know? Like in Battletech, that map, the game world, is so empty. Ooh, +3 dagger, nice. What's going on, Jimmy? It's so empty, the majority of it, and I wandered around so much trying to find stuff. Wasted my time. But you didn't know any better. Regular dagger. The +7 doesn't apply, JRPG, to the martial arts, the +7 damage. That only applies to when you use real weapons. But he still does 5 to 20 damage. 3 attacks per round. Now it is unarmed, so when we fight enemies that have plate mail, field plate, full plate, even just like bandit and splint, it's pretty hard to penetrate with martial arts. But there's a lot of enemies that don't have armor, so you're fighting regular monsters like dragons and stuff and the frost giants. Mo says, I couldn't have imagined playing Wasteland as a kid. I would have been incredibly lost. Yeah, now that was a really fun game. I spent a ton of time on that too. But that one was actually fun. It had a lot of complexity to it. Kipper says, well, I guess this is the Summers game. Yeah, at least. I played a lot of them for years. Bo says, even watching you play through it on YouTube, it was confusing. Oh, you're talking about Wasteland? That's a really fun, challenging game. Some more +4 stuff. Holy moly, 10,000 for this plate mail. Plate mail +4. Okay, we finally have an upgrade. That's going to have fantastic anti-penetration. Except for military pick. Military pick treats it the same as bandit mail and split mail. You can see here. Military pick is so good against those heavier armors. Okay, longsword +4. Let's see, do you have... You do have longsword, okay. So if I'm fighting enemies that aren't heavily armored... Oh, he has a flail +4. Hold on. Yeah, I need to give that to probably Duncan. Let's see. Yeah, he has longsword. So if we fight some not heavily armored, we're going to switch to the longsword +4. Otherwise, we'll probably keep using the military pick +3. Longsword does not do well against heavy armor. You can see here. -1, -2, and -3. JRPG says, I love the original Wasteland. And Carr says, Wasteland, the game that brought explodes into blood sausage into my vocabulary. Yes. And meet your maker. Send them to meet their maker. And snake squeezing. Mo says, yes, it's so complex you truly need to take paper notes as you go. Paper map doesn't hurt either. Yeah. Yeah, that was one fun game. I still replay it occasionally. In fact, I'm due to replay it. I'll replay it with the remaster like I did last time. That brought some good quality of life. All right. Good place to stop, guys. Great progress. Looks like I got a few bugs I gotta fix. Have to fix the remaster version. It's incomplete. What? What's incomplete about it? I didn't run into any problem with it. Yeah, my pleasure, Bo. You were lucky they're broken quests. No, I didn't run into any problem. I mean, I don't know if I completed 100% of the quests, but I had no problems at all. Game doesn't get any patching because An Exile pulled the funding on it post-game. Cars says this might be hard to believe, but even after decades, I put so much time into Dungeon Master that you could drop me anywhere without a map and I could get out. Time for sleep. All right, Kipper. Well, I'm glad that you guys were able to hang out. And Bo says, I don't trust the game until DFortae is remastered. You're silly. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.